Hello, here's an interesting question regarding right angle triangle. So what is it? Altitude of the right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. So some clues are given related to altitude and base as per the information. And hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. And now we are interested to find the other two sides. What does that mean? Say for example, I consider base. Let base to be x. Okay. And what did they give? The altitude is 7 centimeters less than its base, which means I can write altitude to be exactly x minus 7. So now, what does that mean? Very simple. Altitude, we know it is this, and we have got the information that it is x minus 7. And base, we know it is x. And hypotenuse is given. So what is hypotenuse? It is 13 centimeters. So since this is the information that's given, I can make use of Pythagoras theorem to figure out what could be the values of these two sides. So what can I do? Making use of Pythagoras theorem, correct? So what is it? Of course, we all know the relation, very simple. So square of its hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of the other two sides, considering the other two sides, one to be A and the other one to be B here. So hypotenuse, I know it's 13, so 13 square, which is equal to, if I consider A to be base, so x square, plus B to be altitude, which is x minus 7 whole square. So this is 169, and here x square plus, this is looking like an algebraic identity, a minus b whole square, goes like this, x square plus 7 times 7, 49, minus 2 times 7 times x, which is exactly, I can directly write it as 2 times 7, which is 14x. So now with a simple calculations and all, I get 169 equals 2x square negative 14x plus 49. So now what is it? Considering all the overall equation to be one side equated to 0 for the ease, I will be writing 2x square minus 14x plus 49 and 169 coming to the other side. It would be minus 169 equated to 0. And now I have 2x square minus 14x, and if I take out 49 from 169, I will be left out with 120, which is equal to 0. Here, if I look carefully at this particular equation, the 2 acts as a common factor for all the terms that are there. So if I take it out, I will be having x square minus 7x minus 60, which is equal to 0. And this 2, not naturally, if it goes to the other side, it would become 0 by 2, which is again 0. So right now, I am with an expression x square minus 7x minus 60, which is equal to 0. So now what is it? Very simple. I can again make use of prime factorization or formula method, anything that would go with. So if I consider 60, 2 times 30, then 2 times 15, and 3 times 5, 5 times 1. So now if I consider, probably I can take 3 times, we never know, right? 3 times 2, 6, 6 times 2, 12. 12 and 5 if I consider as two factors, multiplying these two I get 60, and subtracting them I get 7. That's what is needed. So I can consider 12 and 5 as two factors. So since I have negative as the sign, I'll take the biggest number first as a factor, and then with positive sign 5x, because when I subtract them I will be getting 7x, and minus 60 goes as it is. So now the grouping, so x of x minus 12 and here plus 5, x minus 5 times 12 is 60, which is equal to 0. Again this is common, so I'm considering x minus 12 and I'm left with x plus 5, which is equal to 0. So now I can equate both of them, so it will be x equals 12 and x equals negative 5. Considering my question over here, which talks about the other two sides, and we are talking about the lengths of them, so we cannot consider the lengths to be something as negative, correct? So straight away it goes to the understanding that x is 12, which means base is equal to 12, and altitude, of course we have considered altitude to be, yes, 7 less, right, which means x minus 7, so that's 12 minus 7, and I got it as 5 centimeters. Very important to write the unit. So this is how we figured out that base is 12 centimeters and altitude is 5 centimeters, which means this is 12 centimeters, this is 5 centimeters, and hypotenuse of course given, that's 13 centimeters. Very simple, isn't it? Thank you.